Back in 2001, I made a Super Nintendo portable. Back then, I made these really elaborate making of stories. I guess I had more time on my hands back then. Well, if you think about it, this is before YouTube or broadband. So, telling a story with photos and text actually, was prudent for the time. Anyway, so I made this thing out of some blue, I think it was called Dense Attack. It was like an anti-graffiti sign material. Take a look at it here. Of course, I still have my design files. It's kind of based around a rectangle, and then I have some ovals and circles here for the hand grips and the buttons. And then your basic shape is this. Oh yeah, so it had these details here. I think that was brushed aluminum or faux brushed aluminum. So a few weeks ago, someone brought it to my attention that Amazon has this for sale. Look at this. So this is some sort of, 3001 Chinese knockoff game system. But look, it's the exact same design. I don't actually get mad when people rip me off. I actually think it's kind of cool because imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So what I've done is I've, of course, ordered one of these so we can take a look at it, do an unboxing, compare it to my original design, and then, of course, take it apart.
Oh boy, a gift just for me. Gaming E-Mods, super new style handheld. Wow, look at all these games. Sports games, logic games, memoir games. This is like the Action 52 with the Cheetah Men in it. Look at all these features. USB charger management, double power supply option, earphone or speaker. That's pretty advanced. AV output interface, built-in speaker, Duranol double backlight option. Oh, look at this presentation. Look at that. It's like tucked into bed. It's like a little console tucked into bed. Welcome to E-Mod's Gaming Game Products. The PD250 product is a brand new style of 12-bit handheld game console in the E-Mod's gaming series, which is loved by many consumers around the world, its built-in sports, adventure and puzzle games, as well as thinking and learning games involving memory, math, and logic. It's an amazing use of commas and ands, so in some places they do it correctly and others not. No violent games. Your child's body and mind get full exercise. I don't think bodies get any exercise when playing video games. Maybe the thumbs? It will always have something new to amuse you while your little love are at home or on the go. As a cool birthday, Christmas, that should be capitalized, thank you very much, gift for the kids, and adults are really surprised. Oh, warning and precaution. Before using the product, please read the instructions carefully. Oh, that was a complete sentence. Please strike a proper balance between play and rest. That is, it could be worse. Suitable for children 4 and up. Service tips. Provide 30 days unconditional return guarantee. Yeah, right. If you have any questions, please contact us and we will solve it for you the first time. Sure you will. We are committed to giving you 100% satisfaction after sales service. All right, it's time for the big show. I noticed the box is not quite flat. Something's bulging in the back of it. So this only costs $19. Divide by 3, it's only worth about $6. Well, it's certainly, the design that I did many years ago for the Super Nintendo Portable, but it's much smaller. Let's see. Try out the buttons. Are these covering screw holes? I'm not sure. The buttons feel all right. It's weird. These feel like tack switches, and these feel like silicon domes. It looks like they're missing a piece up here. For some reason that got lobbed off. And I think that's for the carrying strap, I guess. I think the original reason I designed that Super Nintendo like this is this part here goes into the palm of your hand. And I guess for a child that would fit better. Obviously for an adult it's kind of small. It doesn't really get anywhere near the palm of my hand. So, it works for kids. Interesting. It's got a Lipo battery and it can take 3 AAAs, it would seem. Does this come out? Yes. If you recall, the back of my Super Nintendo Portable was, it had a lot of junk in its trunk. Oh, look! Oh my gosh, look! They include a little baby screwdriver! Look at that! How do you turn this thing on? Oh, one of these is probably the AV out, and then the other one is the headphone jack. And then probably the volume. On, off, MS. I don't know what that means. Whoa! Oh, this is the game I gotta try. Fish War! Begun! The Fish War has! What the heck? This is me? What, can I even shoot? Okay, apparently that fish got me. Oh, I can probably only eat fish that are smaller than me. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Or can I eat fish? Okay, eat fish the same size. Oh, I'm getting bigger! Looks like there's like a thick piece of plastic between the bezel and the actual LCD. So the LCD is down about 1/8 of an inch, but it's protected by plastic, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Well, I will give them credit. I haven't found any bootleg games on here, you know, like obviously copyrighted stuff from other companies. Okay, I found my first ripoff game. This is called Turtles, but it's clearly Lode Runner. What? Oh, shoot. The box promised us a good gaming system for our kids with no violence, and there is a game called Violent. What is this? You know, the LCD screen quality is actually pretty decent, but I don't know, it seems a bit small. It's hard to see detail on it. So I'm trying to guess what the ripoffs are by the names. Busy Bar. I wonder if that's gonna be Tapper. And no. What the? Well, playing those knockoff games is cool and all, but I want to see what's inside. I'm sure that's what you want to see as well. It's pretty thin, which is more than you can say for my original version. Let's see how this comes apart. So we're going to be some flimsy wires connecting the battery. Oh. Well, everything's on one big glop top. It's not bad. Look, they even have two PCBs. That's actually kind of impressive that they would actually bother to do that. Because if you look, the PCBs aren't on the same level. See how they're offset? So, yeah, they actually put a little bit of thought into that. You know, at first glance, everything on the circuit board looks pretty well labeled. It kind of reminds me of that Oregon Trail game we took apart on the Ben Heck show. Yeah, look, they actually have pretty decent sockets on this thing. Normally, if you had one of these, you know, like TV game things from China, they wouldn't have sockets. They would have a really crappy ribbon cable that would be attached directly to the circuit board, and then there'd be a line of hot snot, as Dave Jones calls it. Basically, hot glue. Chinese hot glue? Yeah, sure enough. You got the two tack switches there. I wonder why they... Oh, you know what? They probably had these in stock from something else. Actually, if you look at it, these are the same thing. Yeah, look at that. These are the exact same tack switches that I used on that recent Atari portable project. Yeah, this actually isn't... It isn't that bad. You know, I just had the most meta idea in the history of meta-ness. And I was like, what if I made a portable version of this portable version of my portable system? Because that's what I did with that Oregon Trail game. Again, that was on the Ben Heck show. Well, real briefly, let's just look at the parts. So we've got power switch there. You've got a regulator. I'm assuming it's 3.3 volts. We've got the volume. That's probably the reset button. And I would assume this would also have a Lipo charge controller on it someplace. I kind of doubt that's what that is. That actually might be an audio amplifier. We might have to take a look. And the screen, oh, that's pretty short. Oh, there you go. All right. So there's what's holding all your games. And here's another socket for the LCD. That's interesting. A lot of times they'll just solder the ribbon cable directly to the PCB, again, to be cheap. Now, let's see this one. It should be a click up. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Happy little clouds. I looked it up, and yes, this is indeed the audio amplifier. Not too shabby. I looked it up. This is a 128 megabit NOR flash. It says Spansion as a company, but it actually is also part of Cypress, which is a well-known memory company. So yeah, it's actually decent parts in this thing. Earlier I also mentioned most of these usually have a through-hole ribbon cable with hot snot. And if you look here, there is a through-hole duplication of everything on this little ribbon cable. So yeah, if they went to like a different subboard, they would just have a really crappy ribbon cable going through hole, hot snot along there. But actually that'd be really handy. I mean, look at this. Like if I wanted to make my Meta portable, there's through hole and test points. There's a whole bunch of test points over here as well. But then yeah, if you look at it, like there's a pretty good thick piece of plastic inset in there to protect the screen. So I printed this out using my design files. It shows the actual size of the original unit. I don't have the original unit anymore because pretty much everything I build, I sell. But I just wanted to show it to you in comparison to the new one. So yes, it's quite a bit smaller and also a lot thinner as well. Of course, this drawing doesn't show that. And so yeah, I shot most of this back in December of 2019. And the reason why I stopped and never finished it was because, yeah, as I mentioned, I wanted to make it into its own Meta portable, which is why I have these extra pieces here. But I never got around to doing that. So I figured since the Menards junk electronics episode was popular, I would just finish this episode and show you what it is so far. And then down the road, if I have time, whenever that would be, I can make this into its own little Meta portable. So yeah, also this was pretty similar to that electronic game that I got from Menards. Big glop top, big memory chip. So same basic thing, although this has more features. All right, cool. Well, hope you enjoyed that blast from the past. And remember, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.